Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am and watching your tech and coding channel, MyCodeWorks. So guys, in this video, we are going to continue with the post method of rest assured that we started with the rest assured tutorial for beginner as well as for experienced. So guys, in previous videos, we saw how to hit a get request using rest assured and how to verify the things. Today, the most important video is we are going to create some data or we are going to hit the post method of any API endpoint. So we are going to give some data to the endpoint and we'll get some data from the from the endpoint as a response and we'll verify the things. So let's get started without any delay, as today we are going to automate the post method of rest assured. So we are going to use RESTful Booker. So it's an open API we can use for testing purpose. So we have here one auth endpoint. If you see here, so this is the endpoint, and this token, basically this generates a token. So what you have to do, you have to give this particular username password as a request, or you can say the request body should contain this data, JSON data, and then it will get the data and it will return me a token, right? So after logging it will return me a token. So let's use this endpoint and then we'll get the token, right? So this should be something like this, as you can see here. So let's use this one. I'm going to jump into my VS Code, sorry, Eclipse, and let's create another package called post example, and then let's create a class here, post examples. Okay, so we are going to create a method called public void generate token, verify, generate and verify token. I can say auth token. Okay, so this is the test case name that I wrote just now. Now we have to import the required libraries. So let's import rest assured and import matchers, which we'll use for verification purpose, or while asserting the things we need these matchers. Import response, import test, import validatable response. So we need this much of methods and libraries whatever needed. So let's start it with the things. So first thing what we'll prepare our test data. So we have JSON string. I will use this one something, and I will directly copy paste it from here. I will simply copy paste it from here. I can remove the things from here. Okay, let's format it. It should be in this format, something like this. Okay, so let's format it something like this: username /admin, and rest thing we have to remove. Let's remove this, and like this. Okay, so we have username and password. That's correct. So we'll move to our request specification. Let's create request specification req equals to rest assured dot given. Now let's set the JSON path here. Sorry, let's set the what type of content we are going to send to this request, right? So request dot content type, it should be content type dot JSON. It should be JSON, right? So now we have set the content type. Let's set the body, request dot body, and it should be JSON string. We have set the body also here. Now let's send it. Let's create a response here, and we are going to use this request dot post. So we are going to hit this post method of this API endpoint. Then what we are going to do, we are going to print the response. system dot out dot print ln and directly response dot as pretty string. If you do, we will get the response. So now what we are going to do, we are going to, let's hit this one and then we'll verify whether we are getting the expected data or not. So first thing, okay, so let's do one thing, let's annotate this with the test and then we can run it. Okay, so let's click on this run button and then we'll see whether we are able to get the, we'll see in console here. It's taking a little time due to high load on my system. And if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click on bell icon for more updates. It's giving me some error. Then what is there? Let's see. Connection refused connect. Let's do one thing again. And okay, so sorry, the blunder mistake we did it here. What, we haven't set the which API endpoint we are going to send, right? So let's set that one first, and then okay, so let's set these things and then request dot base URI, and in that base URI we are going to use this one. Okay, let's paste it here. So this is the blunder mistake that we did, and we have to set it first. Okay, so let's save it and let's run it again once. It's running and then we don't have any error now, but it's taking a little time whether we are going to get our response or not. Let's see. Okay, wow, finally we got the response body. As you can see here, token something this, and something will get something response like this. Okay, so this is the actual response, right? So yeah, finally we got the response, and now what we're going to do, we are going to assert the things. Token, so we are going to validate this token. How we are going to do validate? So first thing what we can do is we can validate this length. Its length should be 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 15. So its length should be 15. First thing, length should be 15, and as you can see that it's a mix of what, it's a mix of character and numbers. So mix of char and number. And then what we can do, we can also validate that this should not come as a null. Okay, not null. Okay, so let's validate the things. First thing, let's validate the not null. Okay, so we can use this one, validatable response, validatable response vres, and then we can use this then method we have. So we are going to apply on then method on response that we got. Then we are going to validate the first thing is vres dot status code should be, the status code should be 200. First thing, status, and then after that be variable dispose dot, what we are going to do, not null, right? So we are going to validate the body token should not be null, matches dot not null value, right? We can apply this method, and v response dot body token matches dot. So next thing is we are going to validate the length. So directly I can apply one this token is something called string, and we can apply this length method directly here, which will return the length of this token. So let's do one thing, matches dot each method we have, it should be the length is 15 or not, like directly we can pass this one. We have one method called each, so the length token length is 15 or not, so it will compare and check. Again we do one thing, we are going to validate the body and then we are going to check whether it's a mix of character and numbers, right? Okay, so we are going to use token again, and then matches dot regex. We have matches rejects something pattern we are going to pass. So the pattern basically talks about is the start of the string. Let's create a pattern which will match this, whether the string or the token contains only the character and character from small character and numbers, not from apart from anything. So start of the string, do one thing, check the character inside this string belongs to A to Z, in between A to Z and 0 to 9, plus end of the string. Apart from this, nothing should be there inside the token. If it is so, then this means end of the string, this means start of the string. So this means start from this string and check whether one character, whether they comes inside this array or not. So A to Z means A to Z, 0 to 9 means 0 to 9. So 9 comes under this number, A comes under this one character. So it will check till the end of the string, and this dollar is something that denotes the end of the string. So let's do one thing. Let's save it and then again run it. Okay, so I will run it this method test case, and then we'll see whether we are able to validate the data or not, or the token that we are getting is able to validate or not. It's taking a little time, so in between that, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, please do like and share my YouTube channel for your learning purpose, and share with your friends who want to learn rest assured and testing purpose videos. And so I started creating videos on rest assured tutorials, so you can follow and check the videos. So as you can see that it passes one test case and there is no failures, and finally we are able to get this token and we are able to validate the things. I can also write the loggers here. We'll talk about how to use loggers, and we'll use that one in our framework level. So as of now we are learning rest assured, that's why we are not using as of now, but later on once we start working on framework level, then we can use those things, right? Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't if you got any error, or if you have any issues while executing this code and all, please let me know in comment section. I will try to help you out. And thanks for watching this video. We'll meet in this video with new content. Till that, bye bye.